this Lyft driver was driving for 2 hours, and he or she says that they missed $20 streaks, two of them, which, Lyft is, always trying to bait drivers with their streak zones. Like, I've seen how they have replaced the regular 3 ride streaks with 3 ride streak zones to get you to drive out to this zone to, wait for these rides. Sometimes they won't even send you a ride. So basically, you're wasting gas. You're not even getting minimum wage sometimes. Or they'll send you a ride, and then they'll take forever to give you another one. Or, of course, they'll send you that ride that is not even worth taking. And, it's usually a long rides for the most part. And it's ridiculous. This is how they bait their drivers. They literally drove for $5.54 for one ride. And the other ride was about $5.50. This is how they get you, They bait you with all these zones and streaks that they claim that, it's busy on their schedule. And then you'll go out there thinking that, oh, you're about to make all this money. And it's like a ghost town. Because what they're doing is they're continuing to hire more drivers so that they don't have to pay each driver, which I really believe it's corrupt. Because why would you be hiring too many drivers if you can't pay each driver a decent amount to be on the road? And then on top of that, you have drivers driving around waiting on rides, sitting and waiting, and even at home waiting, and 15 minutes can turn to 30 minutes can turn to an hour, and so forth. And it's becoming too common in a lot of markets, and it's so sad because, people will say, oh, they're not forcing you to drive, anything negative that they can say to discourage people that speak against these issues, which I feel like if you don't have nothing nice to say, mind your own business. If you don't like what people have to say, mind your own business. Who takes time out of their day to harass people about their struggles trying to make money at Lyft or Uber when they used to make good money in the past? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people that, to this day are making less money are some of the people that claim to have made so much money, a lot of money, and talk down on other drivers. This is why I tell you guys that at the end of the day, a lot of these drivers that, complain about the drivers complaining are going to be the same ones complaining. Because if you don't stand up for what's right, if you try to tear other people down for speaking up, what makes you think that you're not going to go through what they go through eventually? Soon your market is going to be over flooded with drivers. Soon your money is going to be lower than what you're used to making. Soon you're going to be waiting an hour for a ride thinking that you have all of these different strategies because you're not doing nothing to stand up for what's right. And you look at it as a competition when I'm looking at it as if I'm eating, everybody around me should be eating. You know what I'm saying? And if Lyft and Uber can afford their drivers, why are you continuing to hire new people? And then on top of that, you're promoting these big old bonuses, sign-up bonuses for these new drivers. But you can't even pay the people that have been on your platform for years 5-star, 4.9 stars, 5. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, these are the ones who deserve these big bonuses. Not just new people that can come on your platform and don't even know what they're doing, or don't even provide good customer service, or, so on and so forth. Don't get me wrong, it is some good people that come on the platform that do a great job with customer service, etc. But if you don't have enough money to afford your drivers, why are you hiring all these people? The reason why they're hiring all these people, because they know it's going to be slow. They know that they can cap the wages on each driver. They know the more people that they hire, the less they have to pay out for each ride. So to make it look good, they'll put out all these bonuses, knowing dang well they can't even afford to pay everybody to hit these bonuses. So they're baiting drivers to go out on these roads and waste their time, energy, and gas for nothing. Like this driver, who literally has been on the platform for 2.5 hours and only made $11. Make it make sense. That's not even minimum wage. He literally paid to work for the platform. When you think about it, 2 rides for $5 each and no rides after that. He literally gave 2 free rides. Let's be real. So, this is why I make this channel, to speak on reasons why people should drive less. Don't drive at all if they have the opportunity, or be mindful of the ride you pick. But even the strategies that a lot of people are coming up with are not working for everybody. And then they get mad and try to call people names and be nasty because they want to feel superior, I guess, until they're humbled and make the money that these other drivers are making, that are putting in all the work and not making nothing. Or the bare minimum, not even minimum wage, So honestly, I really feel like Lyft is going out of business. Mark my words, Lyft will be out of business very soon. I mean, the stock markets are crashing with their numbers. All these complaints from customers and drivers. I don't see Lyft lasting that long. All the baiting and the capping of how much you can make. Because when you're capping your drivers at 27, even $30 an hour, they're still not even making that, because that is not their profit. That is just their net pay. So you can say, oh, I make $35 an hour, when technically you don't, if you're not doing the math on how much you're really making. And then you have people like, oh, well, all jobs come with expenses. Did I say that they don't? What I'm saying is, we're literally paying to use an app that can't even afford us. That can't even do the proper safety procedures to make sure that their drivers are protected on the road. That they're, letting customers come on this platform that are verified and are actually who they claim to be. They're not doing what they are supposed to be doing. Don't get me wrong, back in the day, it was a lot better as far as money, but still, they never really cared about their drivers, when all you see now on these news outlets is a lot of drivers getting robbed or murdered. And I'm not saying this to scare nobody. I'm saying this to bring awareness, because this can happen to anybody, of course. So you need to always remember to be safe, because Lyft won't protect you. Uber won't protect you. That's the only reason why I talk about the murders and the robberies, because people need to be aware of these things, because Lyft and Uber are not going to tell you what's really going on. Like this person says, not all markets are profitable. Facts. Not all markets are profitable. This is why you cannot say that your strategy works for everybody, because it doesn't. No matter if it works for you or not. It's not going to work for everybody. So quit being mad when people say that they've tried it and it didn't work. Quit calling people names and saying that they're lazy or they're, just anything negative, because you're not making anything better for them or yourself. Bringing people down only brings you down in the long run. Now, it's getting ridiculous, Lyft. And this is exactly why it's time for us drivers to come together and make this platform. And I feel like I said in my last video, before we make this platform, we need to come up with a group that we all can communicate and come up with ideas and make these ideas happen. because everybody's opinions matters when it comes to how they're being paid, what kind of app they want to, work for, how to make this app, strategies to making this app that we are going to be developing even better, investments, everything, anything, any good advice that you guys have to give. This is what we are trying to do. And doing this, we need to come up with a group first before we take action so that everybody can agree on everything within this group, not just a one person ordeal that calls all the shots. It needs to be all drivers that are serious about making the money that they deserve, coming together and agreeing on how we can make this app happen. Not just me. And I really believe once we come together and make this group and figure things out, we will definitely be able to knock Lyft and Uber off the platform. And that's the goal. They don't deserve a platform. They don't deserve drivers that work hard to feed their families, that some can't even make it home, that some can't even make a living because they're out here waiting hours for no money. Some of them fall on these schedules that Lyft is showing how busy it is, and it don't even be busy. So you're definitely wasting your driver's time, which means that you don't care about your driver. Anytime you're making sure that you're capping how much your driver can make while you're taking the bigger cut, it shows how corrupt you are. I don't care what anybody has to say as far as, quit complaining and this and that. I'm going to complain all I want because I stand for what's right, not what's wrong. And the more that you try to make it sound like I'm just complaining, or that, there's nothing that can be done, you're literally speaking against yourself. You're blocking your own self from being more successful than what you can be. Let's be honest. So either you want to keep on doing Lyft and Uber until you start ended up becoming like these other drivers that are standing up for themselves. So then you won't have no choice but to stop driving for them. Or you're going to put your ego to the side, quit being nasty, come up with some good suggestions, advice, team up with people so that we can make our own app and make it better than Lyft and Uber. Because like I said, I believe that we will make a better app than them because we are drivers. And not only we are drivers, but we care about drivers. Okay? And not only that, but I feel like it will be a better app for the passengers as well. Now, I really do appreciate you guys for showing nothing but love and support. I will be back with some more videos. I'm sorry that I haven't been uploading a lot because I have a lot of other things that I'm working on, businesses, other channels, just a lot of projects that I'm working on and a lot of things that I'm learning right now. So I won't be uploading as much as I used to, but I will continue to upload so that we can talk about things that need to be talked about and work on this new app that I want to help drivers create. Because I know that when it's a will, there is a way. And I know that as long as you believe in yourself, great things will happen.